Ever since the day that you went away, you went away.
Hello, if you're new here, my name is Andra and I make mostly commentary videos on pop culture, YouTubers, so on and so forth. Today's video is gonna be my tinfoil theory on why Lexa might be coming back to the 100. When Lexa died, obviously, I was very heartbroken. I've made a video on LGBTQ plus representation on TV if you wanna watch that. But yeah, let's get into the video on the evidence. So first off, there is a website called Lexa Deserves Better, which kind of showcases the possible ways of her returning. I'm not gonna read all of them to you, I'll leave you the link if you want to look into it, but in my opinion there are two ways. One of them is for Clarke to die and somehow be reunited with Lexa because her mind was in the flame at some point, and the second one would just be time travel, because this is what people have been hinting at with the whole going between planets and the anomaly stone and shit like that. Yeah, these are the two possible ways in my opinion. They would both make sense equally because a lot of the newer TV and films, when they approach the hero's journey, which is kind of what has been going on for Clarke, they, instead of giving the hero a happy ending, they kill off the hero right at the end, and that leaves no possibility for a return of that TV show, so it gives the better, easier route towards a resolution, in my opinion. And the second possibility with the time travel has been hinted at by the producers of the show and the writer, J-Rat, as we call him. Yeah, I think both of them are equally plausible. Now, there's a lot of stuff that is hinting at something more like Interstellar. So let's see which one of them is gonna happen. The whole concept of Lexa coming back would be the saving grace of the show, in my opinion, and would get people to come back on watching the CW. So the first piece of evidence that I have seen by myself, which kind of brought me down this rabbit hole, is actually the actress playing Lexa, Alicia Delbanqueri. She shared something on her Twitter about the episode that is gonna be the pilot for the spin-off, saying, "Heard there's the 100 prequel tonight. What an incredible thing it is that we get to explore a whole universe of legend and lore, all because of the most incredible fans." And for me, she's not tweeted about this show for a long time. I think probably since she was part of it. So seeing that gave me hope, a lot of it. If she's not gonna appear in the 100, then I think she's gonna appear in some capacity in the later seasons of the spin-off, because if the spin-off takes place at the start of the grander civilization, you're gonna see more of the commanders and it's gonna probably culminate with her. I am more inclined to believe that if she's gonna be in the spin-off, then she will be in the 100 right at the end, because I don't think people will watch that spin-off for so many seasons in anticipation of Lexa being in one of the seasons, because she's not gonna be in the early seasons. So there's no point. And now on the other pieces of evidence, there is a Twitter account called Lexa's Bad Bitch, which like same, and it shows a lot of the evidence on the whole direction of Lexa coming back. So first of all, Lexa's tattoo resembles the anomaly. Secondly, the anomaly stone has weird symbols and letters on it, and they appear to be writing and spelling out Lexa. Different side accounts for the show mention phrases like "death is not the end," and that is something Lexa said, and then Russell said it as well later on in the show, and that just seems like a weird parallel to make if you're not gonna go there, in my opinion. An actor who portrayed the character in season 2, Cage Wallace, has sent out this tweet saying, "Might Cage Wallace be alive? Final season, the 100," which does point towards the theory of time travel and like traveling back to the actions of the season 1. The actors have received this note saying, "2 prime fires and 5 new worlds later, our fight is finally over. Thank you for your extraordinary work in giving our series the ending it deserves. My gratitude, like the flame, is eternal. May we meet again." So if the flame was destroyed, how is it eternal if Lexa is not here? The side account called Religious Corporation sent this weird quote from 100 Years of Solitude saying time was not passing, it was turning in a circle. So that means going back. Devon posted a video while filming in Vancouver and you can hear a voice in the background sounding like Alicia's voice.
Chris, eat my salmon eggs. Chris.
Jessica is mentioning Lexa and the Clarke and Lexa endgame.
Right. Like, Bella, CLEXA, whatever the end game, what's it going to be? Because it's so heated knowing that we're done. We stopped shooting. Whatever's going to happen has now happened.
Why would you mention that if it's not plausible because Lexa is dead? Back on the subject of the anomaly stone, there is also a symbol that looks like the infinity symbol that Lexa has on the back of her neck. A few years ago, Jason said something like, we don't want to shy away from Lexa and we want to continue to tell that story. So if you destroy the flame, then there's kind of backtracking what you said. So that is why I believe something happened with the flame and Lexa is somewhere. Or in the past, like I said. The weird symbols from the last seasons have also appeared on the weapon used by Lincoln in season 1, which is hinting at, I don't think they have thought this through the whole time. I don't think that was the plan, but I think they rewatched the earlier seasons and trying to make the plot for this, and they decided to make the symbols a recurring thing. And there's a lot of weird stuff with Luna as well. When lighting the beacon to get to Luna, the flame was green, which looks like the anomaly. Like, green is a recurring color in this season, and green also symbolizes grounders in a way, because Trikru, green, obviously. So that is also like a little clue, I think, in my opinion. The actress who plays Harper has also brought up Lexa, kind of out of nowhere, saying that it would be epic if she returned.
It's gonna be controversial, but I truly feel Lexa would be so fucking badass to keep
my
watching.
God.
I just continually...
It's not controversial. Lexa is badass.
But I just feel like I'm not just saying that. I truly believe Lexa would be so... I just picture her sitting there on her throne, just like twirling this knife, all badass. It was badass. It made me feel badass, like Handmaid's makes me feel badass. Like, I'm just like, I gotta take on the world now. She made me feel even more badass. So yeah, I would say Lexa. Also Pike, just because I love Michael B. She's an amazing...
The actress playing Maddie has reposted this fan art of Lexa and Shiheda and obviously Maddie, which is weird because I feel like if Jason didn't want Lexa to be brought up again because of what a stain to his reputation this was, he would tell the actors to stop talking about her, in my opinion. So there's something shady in the middle of this. When asked about the resolution of the season, Jason has said something like, maybe we'll go to a new dimension and we've traveled back in time to the beginning and Clarke and company are the people who threw the spear at Jasper. So this is portrayed as a joke, but like, maybe it's one of them jokes that have half truth in it. I don't know. The only thing that would point against this theory is him saying the show doesn't come full circle, but anything is possible. We've obviously brought characters back in flashbacks, we've brought characters back in fantasy for a dream and escape scenarios. We've never brought a character back from the dead, and we never will because it's not a magical show. You can expect to see other characters from the past, who they are, I won't get into it yet. This thing, although it points out to Lexa not being brought back in the present, it still doesn't exclude any of these scenarios because if they go to the past, Lexa is not actually being brought back from the dead. They just go to the past. She's already alive in the past. And with the Clarke being dead and Lexa somehow being there, that is kind of a dreamlike scenario, so it also doesn't exclude this, in my opinion. I don't think Alicia would have come back to the show if it didn't have a resolution that would satisfy the fans, because the fans were very upset for a very long time, and like we still are upset about this. So I don't think they would risk upsetting people even more, because that would just destroy the audiences of their channel. I'm gonna put the audiences on the screen so you can see how bad the numbers have dropped after she died, because once again, I don't think he wants to piss even more people off, because there are a few of us CLEXA fans who are still watching this. I'm not watching it live, so I'm not giving them any money. But don't call the police on my door, because I have no energy to deal with this. But yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling that something is gonna be done about this, and I hope that my intuition is right on this, because that's the only way for this guy to save his career, in my opinion. For the CW, the numbers were really bad, so I do feel like if they do this, it's an attempt at getting people to come back onto their franchise, because they have this spin-off that has been hinted at with this episode. It's like a possible pilot for the spin-off. I hated it because you are showing us the whole grounder culture was invented by a child. So all these people are actually stupid. Like, it is undermining the whole culture behind the grounders. I hate it. But let me know what you think in the comments down below, and give this video a thumbs up if you want Lexa to come back, and subscribe to my channel for more. Give me suggestions for future videos, and just I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching.
Ever since the day that you went away.